Okay, first we're going to just do a quick review of adding two positive rational numbers. And you know when you add two positive numbers, you get a positive. And that means your number is going to get bigger. When you add a positive to a positive, your number is going to get bigger. That means you're going to be moving to the right on your number line. We can show adding two integers. If we're doing 3 plus 5, we can start at 3. We're adding a positive 5, so we're going to go 5 units to the right, which will give us 8. The reason we're doing this mainly is to review decimals and fractions, and you need to remember that when you are doing a decimal, that you need to line up your decimal points. So this is 1.5 plus 2.0. If it's a whole number, it's just a decimal point and a 0. So make sure you line up your decimal points. Then you can see it's 5, 3.5. So if we do that on our number line, we're going to start at 1.5 and we're going to go 2 units to the right. 1, 2, which gets us to 3.5. Now when we do our fractions, we have to remember to get a common denominator. So make sure you do that before you do anything else. So 4 and 6 have a common multiple of 12. We can multiply 4 times 3 and get 12. So if we multiply 4 times 3, you've got to multiply the numerator also by 3, which gives us 9 twelfths. 6 times 2 is 12. Multiply 5 times 2, you get 10 twelfths. We can just add our whole numbers. 1 plus 2 is 3. And then add our numerators. 9 plus 10 is 19. Our denominator stays 12. We can see now we've got an improper fraction here. So we're going to change our improper fraction to a mixed number and add it to our whole number. So then we get 3 plus 1 and 7 twelfths, which is 4 and 7 twelfths. I want to let you know if fraction is something that gives you troubles, that you can review by going to phschool.com at ARE0303, or you can go to Khan Academy on the topic of adding mixed fractions. Also in your booklet on page 25 there's a review sheet, so you have all different resources to go back and review your fractions. Going back to the problem we were doing up here, we are going to show it on the number line. If we do 1 and 3/4, 1 and 3/4 is going to be about here, and we're going to add 2 and 5/6. So if we add 1, we get 2 and 3/4. If we add 2, we get 3 and 3/4. And then we have to add 5/6, which is almost another 1. So we're going to add 5/6, which is going to put us a little over half, which is going to be 4 and 7 twelfths. The number line kind of helps you determine whether you're going in the right direction and your answer makes sense. We're also going to do adding the sum, finding the sum of two negative numbers. So when we find the sum of two negative numbers, it's the same rule. We're just going to add them, but now our answer is going to be negative. So the sum of two negative numbers is negative. And you're just going to add like they're positive, but give your answer a negative sign. So the sum is going to get smaller this time, which means we'll be going to the left on our number line. So in this case, if we have 3 negatives and we're adding 5 negatives, we have a total of 8 negatives. So we start at -3, and we're going to go 5 units to the left this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we get to -8. Again, when we're adding our decimals, we got to remember that we're going to line up our decimal points. These are both negative. It's going to be -3.5. So we're going to start at -1.5 right here. This is 1 unit, and this is 2 units, and we get to -3.5. Now we'll do the fraction one. And the fractions, again, don't forget your common denominator. I know I keep repeating myself, but some people forget. So 3/4 is equivalent to 9 twelfths. 5/6 is equivalent to 10 twelfths. Again, we're adding 2 negatives, so we're just going to find the total. So -1 plus -2 is -3. 9 plus 10 is 19, so we have negative 3 and 19/12. Again, we're going to change our improper fraction to a mixed number and add it onto our whole number. So it's negative 4 and 7/12. So this time we'll start at negative 1 and 3/4, negative 1 and 3/4, which is going to be about here, and we are going to go to the left 2 and 5/6 units. So negative 2 and 3/4, negative 3 and 3/4, and then we have to do the 5/6, which is going to put us a little bit over half, which is going to be negative 4 and 7/12. So this is just a quick review on how to add and subtract fractions and decimals. Your next video is going to show you how to add positive and negative numbers.